Waking up the next morning, still in day garments from the previous day, Chester realized he had actually slept for the first time in days. The clock read 7:22. He heard a knock on the door. Stepped out of the chair he'd been sleeping in and opened the door. Charlie was waiting with Marissa, who was busy drawing something that caught Chester's eye. He pulled the two in. What does Marissa have? Marissa showed Chester the drawing. I managed to complete an engine and get approval for 2 and possibly 3 of the modules. Not fueled. Chester, Charlie said, put something on you didn't sweat it overnight. Marissa walked into storage and threw a pair of clothes at him that were sitting in the dryer. When's the last time you checked your dryer? Marissa said, opening the washing machine. And the washing machine. Pulled out multiple pairs of dry clothes and threw them on top of the dryer. Chester took a pair and changed into those. Throwing off the pair, he took into the washing machine. Well, Marissa said, I sure didn't need to see that. Chester ignored her and turned his attention to the open door and drawing. While closing the door, Chester examined the lines and dimensions Marissa had drawn. He became interested and immersed in the drawings and thought out a perfect ship design in the head. Someone grabbed the plug from over there and plugged it into the computer. Then to me. Pointed to both places. Throwing the plug the wire into his brain, then to the computer. A three-dimensional model of the new aircraft was modeled onto the computer from Chester's brain. Where did this come from? Marissa said, noticing Chester kneeling and trying to pull the plug, and pulled the plug out of his head. Chester collapsed. Oh my god, Marissa said. Killed him. He's beginning to cry. He's fine, Charlie said. Brain dead for a minute. I did yank the plug out of his head while he was still transferring data. Yeah, you fucking killed him. Chester shot up and held the back of his head. What happened? You were resetting, Charlie said, helping Chester to a chair. Takes a minute after being unplugged only moments later. Your brain didn't adjust correctly. So it reset. In other words, I died? Don't phrase it that way, Charlie said. So you did kill Chester, Marissa said. In a way, Charlie said. But he's fine now, so fuck off. The crew was around the table, inspecting the newly 3D printed model of a design that came from Chester's brain less than an hour ago. I love this, Lena said. I might still be allergic to crazy, though. Well, Chester joked, at least you're not in shock yet. Everyone laughed, including Lena. I appreciate a good sense of humor. Let's focus. I don't have a lot of time on my hands. Neither do I, Jennifer said. God. I have to go in monthly for chemotherapy. That reminds me. Chester said. Weeks ago, I was working on a chemotherapy suit in case I came in contact with radiation of the engines or exhaust. I created a suit that would automatically deliver chemotherapy to the body in the correct amounts. Pretty damn smart tech. All you gotta do is plug in the brain and sedate the patient while therapy is being delivered. It takes longer than expected, but it's not requiring that all chemo shit to complete the task. Well, it is. But it happens in one suit. Waterproof and is flame resistant. Show me, Charlie said. I've been researching this technology for decades. Chester ran in the storage and grabbed the suit. He showed everyone. When I see it successfully perform, Charlie said, I'll believe you're smart enough to build your dream starfighter on your own. Need some helping hands. Someone hold the reactor while I blow it up, Chester joked. Everyone laughed again. This is more of a get-together than a project brainstorming session to me. We're working on the actual ship more than brainstorming. Basically created it for y'all. It's right there, like finding if X is already found. Put this thing together. We need some material stronger than steel for the outer shell. I can't have a bullet running through the engines and causing another Trinity test. The inner shell will only be inches from the outer shell. Connecting the shells will be carbon fiber. Inside, internal computers and fuel rods will be sent straight to the central and external reactors. You want another reactor? Chris asked. Both reactors have enough energy on their own to propel the ship past hypersonic speeds. Now you want another engine? Plain and simple, Marissa. I want a control engine to allow the body to carry itself and remain stable. The throttle coming from the engine is not enough to withstand the mass of the body. There's stress and the wings will snap, or it won't fly. Hang on. I'm good. Where was I? Chester started drawing the model, producing an inner shell version and supports. Calculated components made certain cavities for external measurement systems like weather patterns and factors that would be affecting the engine performance and activity. Steel was a material that was supported, but it would be too heavy for the ship. Lead was already installed around the engines to stop any escape gamma rays and particles. Accelerators were added to allow thorium, nitrogen, and oxygen products to fission and fuse back together, which required the team to pay billions of gears for the project. Just in a new way. Buy the materials himself and build and assemble everything in the lab he prepared. Everyone broke off into their own worlds to send information to each other, revising ideas and creating a final product. About 83% of the original size of the conceived design. The new starfighter was named after the first phase of the project, Nitrogen Thorium Hybrid Actinide Reactor, shortened to THARN. We could save millions of gears in profit if we bought and assembled the products ourselves. Lena already knows how to build planes. He's done it before, Chester argued. Building a plane is one thing, Lena argued. I've never built a reactor, let alone any radioactive containment system. Buying it would save my time, Marissa said. Otherwise, I wasted 12 hours getting clearance for this kind of project along with a lab for it. We could get paid! You have 2 billion years? Chester asked. If not, let's figure something else out. You expect a fine lady like me to marry rich, Marissa said. Listen up, bitch. Unlike some people in here, I actually work. I have that kind of shit. Why else would I ask? Like shit, Chester, Marissa said. I'll let them know that you're ready to be picked up along with the crew. I've met you at the facility we have. A whole robot factory that is everything you need. The shed has been prepared for the project. Defense and all the other shit won't be provided, just project materials. Well, Chester said, this is just fucking great. Like your shit. They'll be here tomorrow before 13 hours. Everyone left, leaving Chester the only one in his small apartment. Picked up all 3 models of the Tharn he had conceived. Called Marissa. Is the project still illegal? Yeah, Marissa said. The organization was a terrorist group that was willing to donate the parts. They asked for something in return. They're waiting for the ship to be built before they can shove conditions and criteria in our faces. They get packing instead of talking to me. They don't provide anything but the project requirements. I just packed this one thing and a few snacks. Chester woke up at 10 hours. He was still holding an empty glass bottle in his hand. The desk was crowded with them. Oh, shit, Chester said, falling out of his chair. There was a knock on the door. Chester staggered to the door, his hand still glued to the glass bottle. Charlie was at his door. This hour? Surprising. Open it. Come in, come in. We're ready for you, Charlie explained. He came earlier than expected. Better fucking run. Better fucking run? Chester asked. Charlie took one look at him before just dashing out the door. Chester followed, loudly slamming the door behind him. Charlie kept running and jumped off the ledge, grabbing onto more below. Holy shit! Chester said, following. Parkour master? Nope, Charlie said. Just in a rush. Marissa, Chester said, rounding the corner. This is the location? Charlie said. Where is she? What the fuck? Back was thrown over their heads, nearly choked Chester, and when the opening was tightened. Finally collecting himself, he called out for everyone. Marissa! Finn! Chandler! Charlie! Lena! Shut up, a voice said. Chester heard the voice coming from behind him. Yes, he was facing the back. He turned around. Who the fuck are you, bitch? Get the sack off me! There was no response from the voice.